It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Opening tip belongs to the Kings, and they'll have it first to start the fourth as well. We're underway in Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox. And draws the foul. So, Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot two.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Hassan Whiteside, a couple of free throws on the way. Not the best career mark, 62%. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lowry into the front court. They trail by one. Oh, he had it. To Fox. Nothing going here on that drive. And count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry to Van Vliet. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Fox into the front court. Leads just a point. Buddy Hield to Barnes. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
3 seconds is the call. De'Aaron Fox to Harrison Barnes. Cruises inside for two.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Screen coming. Short jumper misses. It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. Barnes to Fox. From long range, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Van Vliet. Screen coming. Five to shoot for Toronto. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shakes free and hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Here comes the screen. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Buddy Hield. Stuffs it down with authority. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for three. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Whiteside. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Time for some new personnel into the game.
For the Toronto Raptors, number 24, Norman Powell.
Fred Van Vliet. Easy path to the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Fox with it. Up 5. To Whiteside. Lays it up and in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Fred Van Vliet. Got a piece of it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Into the front court. It's Fox. His team up by 7. Barnes to Fox. Here comes the screen. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred Van Vliet. In the slam.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Fox across the timeline. Leads 5. To Barnes. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Fred Van Vliet, the pass, stolen by Sacramento. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Short jumper won't go down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Can't connect. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
OG Anunoby trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Missed it at the line. Fox into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next.
And the finish. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Down to Zaza. Shot from in close, no good. To Fox. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. That's out. Last touch by De'Aaron Fox. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 8, Bogdanovich. And number 3.
Fred Van Vliet. from the painted area won't go down.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
OG Anunoby tips it. That'll get out off the Raptors. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 24, Powell.
To Parker. Here's a chance from long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
4-3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nothing going here on that drive. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Knocks it down off the step back.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
Thank you for your cooperation.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. New York Knicks 6-2, Dallas Mavericks 5-3.
McCall to Powell. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back, hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Washington Wizards 2-6, Boston Celtics 6-3.
Shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Driving is McCall, but a shot no good. To Parker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
McCaw into the front court. Down by 15. Powell. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Houston Rockets 4-2, Brooklyn Nets 6-2.
Siakam at the line for a chance at a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throws good, a three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. It's the Kings now with the ball. To Parker. Sizing up the defense. for three. Message received. Well defended to McCaw. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Siakam at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Phoenix Suns 6-2, Detroit Pistons 1-7.
To convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Probing the defense. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King. It'll stay Raptors basketball. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Raptors, number 27, Zaza Pachulia.
To Powell. Bogdanovich. Huge block. Parker with it. Up a dozen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Parker. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Toronto with the basketball to Powell. Probing the defense. Powell.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Chicago Bulls 4-5, Los Angeles Lakers 6-3.
This time down.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Short jumper stays out.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Count the bucket for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
19-footer at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Kings are out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Toronto has the basketball. Lowry. The jumper's off the mark. To Harrison Barnes. Shot clock for Sacramento. Won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Barnes. Nothing going here on that drive. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Short jumper off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Margins 8. Here comes the screen. Lowry to McCaw. Deep 2 there, won't go. Harrison Barnes, he is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Lowry into the front court, trailing by 10. To McCaw. Lowry to McCaw. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the 3. Not going down here. Kings with the ball. That'll get out off the Raptors. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 23. Into the game for the Kings. Number 35.
Barnes. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
McCaw. To Hollis Jefferson. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Here comes the screen to Parker. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Hollis Jefferson. Layup goes down. Well done.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Kings have the basketball. To Parker. Surveys the floor. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jabari Parker has got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. Nope. First one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Lowry with it. His team down 9. To Van Vliet. Has a look. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Fox with it. His team up by 7. To Parker. Buddy Hield to Fox. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Sacramento ball to Parker. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Powell to Van Vliet. Fundamental shot right there. Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. De'Aaron Fox can't get the bounce. Lowry into the front court. Down 5. To Powell. Can't connect from inside. Into the front court. It's Fox. Up 5. Kicks it around the perimeter. Buddy Hield to Bagley. It's good.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Right now, down 7. Picked up by the Kings.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield. De'Aaron Fox can't go down. Smothering defense. Lowry into the front court. They trail by 7. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark. Fox across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. To Barnes. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lowry. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Fox into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Fox with it. Up by 6. To Parker. Trying to cash in. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Lowry. 5 on the shot clock. So Lowry. From long range. Misfires. It's no good. Parker into the front court. His team on top by 8. Buddy Hield to Fox. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Parker. Good offense rules the day in this matchup. It's Jabari Parker with the jumper.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Hassan Whiteside with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Parker to Whiteside. That's rebounded by Toronto. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
It's Sacramento ball to Whiteside. Parker. Takes stock of the floor. Short jumper misses. Lowry into the front court. 9-point margin. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't get past the defender. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Buddy Hield to Parker. Jabari Parker. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Lowry to VanVleet. Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. to Parker. And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Jabari Parker at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Van Vliet. Lowry to Hollis Jefferson. And the rebound belongs to Sacramento. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Kings absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Sacramento Kings. The Raptors may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Bench points.
The Toronto Raptors were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Hield has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Trailing by 15. Fred Van Vliet to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for Toronto. Pascal Siakam. Lowry. Can't connect. It's no good. Into the front court, it's Fox. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Harrison Barnes powers it through. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry.
Right.
Sizing up the defense. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for three. VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Harrison Barnes with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And the rebound taken in by Barnes. Barnes to Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Lowry. Shot from in close, no good. Fox across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Harrison Barnes. He's now 4 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Lowry to VanVleet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Nice pass to set things up.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Fox into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Pascal Siakam to VanVleet. And that's rebounded by the Kings. De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox to Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. The shot clock expires. Lowry to Van Vliet. Lowry. Not that time. He missed it. Fox with it. He'll run the offense. To Hield. Driving right to the basket. Hield driving, but his shot misses. And hits for two.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lowry has the basketball to Van Vliet. Here comes the screen. Lowry slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. Pascal Siakam sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lowry into the front court. His guys down big. To Van Vliet. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Into the front court. It's Fox. Looking to make something happen. Barnes to Fox. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Fred Van Vliet to Lowry. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Buddy Hield to Fox. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Lowry with it. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
To Harrison Barnes. Hassan Whiteside. Looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Pascal Siakam swats it. That'll get out off the Raptors. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Sacramento.
Buddy Hield calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. It remains Sacramento basketball. Buddy Hield. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Hollis Jefferson. Probing the defense. From the painted area, won't go down. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lowry to Powell. Here comes the screen. Powell to Hollis Jefferson. Short jumper misses. De'Aaron Fox to Parker. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Powell to Lowry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Trying to cash in. Parker to the basket, but a shot won't go down. Another shot stays out. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Patrick McCall trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Oh, he can't connect. To Barnes.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Here's a chance from long range. Not enough touch. Harrison Barnes misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Powell. McCall. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Here comes the screen.
Oh, you got the screen right. Screen right. Screen right.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Powell to Lowry. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Kings with the ball. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Has a look.
Here we go.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
And count the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down. The Kings dominating so far. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
To Bagley. 5 seconds to shoot. Parker. Rebound taken by Hollis Jefferson. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Powell. Surveys the floor. No, I missed a short one there. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Short jumper won't go down. McCall. That is great vision to set it up. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Harrison Barnes.
Watch that screen.
Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. To Bagley. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Lowry. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Parker. To Bagley. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Parker with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. To Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Knocked loose. To Parker. Barnes to Parker. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. And he hits.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. McCall to Powell.
Number 3, OG Anunoby.
Good track, good track.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Pascal Siakam. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Fox across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Barnes to Fox. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Pascal Siakam to Powell. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Toronto. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox to Parker. That's out. Last touch by Harrison Barnes. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry. Into the game for Sacramento. Number 21.
Lowry to McCaw. Lowry. To McCaw.
Screen.
For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
De'Aaron Fox to Parker. And a 5-second back to the basket violation is called. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 20, Harry Giles. Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors. Number 23.
Lowry to Van Vliet. The pass taken away by the Kings.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here comes the screen. Lowry to Van Vliet. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Fox into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Trying to cash in. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Lowry to Van Vliet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Down to Zaza. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Buddy Hield. To Parker. De'Aaron Fox. Parker's shot off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Hassan Whiteside rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lowry. Hassan Whiteside able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Fox with it. He'll run the offense. Barnes to Fox. And Pachulia there to grab the rebound. To McCaw. Finish that.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
McCaw into the front court. Down a bundle. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
De'Aaron Fox to Whiteside. And a 5-second back to the basket violation is called. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 35, subbing in for the Raptors, number 23.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Lets it fly from long range. Fred VanVleet locked in on that one.
A lackluster first half performance, but this half, you seem like a different person.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Here comes the screen. Pascal Siakam pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Bagley. It was right there. Lowry into the front court. His guys down big. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Deep two there, won't go. Kings have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Has a look. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
It's the Kings who get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go. The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Kings got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Sacramento Kings. The Raptors put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Sacramento Kings did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.